Welcome back, everyone, to Disco Elysium. You're here with Lefebvre, otherwise known as DraxxKraven, when I'm gonna see if I can get some help fighting Measurehead. Hey, man, what's up?
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now?
The Measurehead thing didn't go so well. Got any help for me? Sorry. I'm sure you'll figure it out. You guys have all these gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kvalson crane over and start using some remote controls. Or calling the tactical air support. You guys have air support, right? Pretty sure we don't. At least not all of those things. I get it. Hush hush about the secret tech. Alright, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there. Out of solidarity to the RCM, it's low on technology, yes, however. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Grovel, basically. You're welcome. Maybe that would work. But let's talk to the strike leader. This is a huge freaking guy. Got any tips on fighting another huge freaking guy?
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice. Actually, this might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Got an item? What did I get? Oh, the tools that I haven't examined yet. No, I'm not going to hit him with the tools. Kim's already pretty upset with me. No need to make things worse. So, this is a little piece of tutorialization. Check it out. So, now that we talked to Measurehead,
your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Manana
You
gave
have
us
really let yourself go.
Manana gave us a hint, so now we can retry it. And advising the scab leader has given us a bonus to knocking him out. Dong. Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races there are out there. Do you? This is for the thing. The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh. You are obviously a liberal Zeolite, polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend and the truth you have denied yourself. There are three categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile C through F race cauldron of pederasty. Ugh. Tell me about Type A. Those are the Semines, Aeropegite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Mon, of course. Oh, of course! The Mon are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They're all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. Okay, got it. Okay, this is real neato. If you want to read this shit, you go right the fuck ahead. I am not going to. There is way too much fucking race bullshit. Unheroic races. The Koshkos of Grad, Yugozhmetsk, Shestetal are what you would call white officer and a suspect description. Mud-colored? Oh god. Oh god. And for eating the potato! Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates? So wait, you don't like ethnostates? They are microscopic. The Semino-Aeropegite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust. Got it. Okay, and the Revacholians? Okay, yep. I'm pretty sure the history hasn't lasted that long. Oh, got it. The mysteries of the people on this planet are a tragedy that is played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive chess piece. I mean, the revolution sounded like it was good. Well, I've never seen a bad revolution. And the CF pederasty. Chimeric experiments? Oh, God. Any more? Better not. The Cemento culture chimera seems like more than I could handle right now. That is understandable. Do I understand advanced race theory? You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? Will you help me get the body down if I do? We will see. Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way without becoming a race theoretician. How do I word the mystery? Got it. Hey! Fucking got him. Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into the throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt a soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sound of the harbor falls silence. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate. Get intimate. Back up and perform a 360 flying spin kick. Trust me. You want to go all out. Gotcha, bitch. The man lands with a dull thump like a broken down puppet. Disco Inferno. Don't say welcome to Revachol. That's a racist dog whistle. Looks like you're the new measurehead now. No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up. Good call, Kim. Hey. Who, me? Yeah, you. Word on the street is you're really starting to build communism again. How come there's a word on the street? You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs, that kind of stuff. It does sound like me. Funky style, very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder, or do we get right down to it? Wait, what is communism all about? Failure. It's about failure. Failure? Yes, abject failure. Total irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped, and pissed on. Until you come along, you will reverse the fortunes of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive, 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers, million-headed armies of nations, and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend the human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Nice work, comrade. Alright, I could consider that. Wait, firing squads? You didn't say anything about those. Too late, back out now. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few million eggs. Mazovian socioeconomics. I did it. I knocked him out for $1. Heads up, that's your only opportunity to knock Measurehead out. Also, you don't want to Mazovian socioeconomics. Looks like reaction. And advanced race theory. Fooled by the absurdity. I'd really prefer not to subscribe to his race theory, even though it does give you some pretty good buffs. It raises your conceptualization learning cap to 5 and increases your conceptualization by 1. Because it's really more of an art than anything. The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Guess you have no choice but to talk with the union leader. Every worker a member of the board. Below the flyers, the union's logo and demand democracy. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. A standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. Ooh, one drawer is unlocked. It's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this. Browse through the folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data, 2 kinds of transactions stand out, materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Mundi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to the companies inside Revachol. Couronne, Cool City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. Anything interesting? It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. Go through it. Fuck. Look how blurry all the lines on this paper are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing. If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting together. Is that what you're doing with those folders? Yes. Right. Why is my volition at 1? What happened to my volition? Oh, I didn't know that your volition goes down when your morale goes down. That's fine. I've got no issue raising my volition by 1. It's an important stat. Ooh, actually, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did that. Let's morale up. Fuck. Well, we've done all we can do. I'm not raising my volition again for 1 check, but I may raise it again later and come back. Ooh. Yoink. Give me that visual calculus bonus. Ooh. Postcard Le Jardin 21. Schmancy. The radio is emitting a strange buzzing sound. Ooh. A valuable postcard. Very nice. Wait a minute. Right. Oh shit, I only have 2 interfacing. Let my muscle memory dial a random number. Fuck. Useful patterns? I might try this again later. Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a finicky thing. Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat until it works. All it takes is motivation and practice. Thanks, physical instrument. I don't know, I expected physical instrument to be a little bit more down on me. Oh hey, a cloak. A policeman cloak. Look, Lieutenant, somebody left their cloak behind. Yes, it was probably you. You think I should get it? Alright. So this only gives esprit de corps, this gives esprit de corps and shivers, so. Right, I forgot, if you check the thing, it tells you why. Taking back the streets, know thy neighborhood. Gives you a reason for why things are descripted the way they are. Collecting rainwater. I see. Jeez, that's a lot of cigarette butts. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. At least 3 packets worth of cigarette butts. The Night Watchman's booth. This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the door reads Rene Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather. Ooh. Kim, I'm gonna take a quick moment to search the booth. If you must, but please hurry. Take the picture. Photo of a happy couple. Why did you take that photo? Something about this man piques my interest. I think this can be a side thing. Fine. I am not resting in another dude's fucking lookout. A black and white photo. Rivershall Fair, summer of '91. That's an old photo. And there's history behind that photo. All around you, great machines and quiescence. Wild pines. Huh. Looks like the forest under snow. Why am I running? Yeah, why not? Allumer! Why am I moving this crate? Why not? Criminy. Its purpose? What do you mean? Moving this container. For the purpose it was built. For this purpose it was acted. And now it will rest. I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying. Kim, you know what? There are definitely times when you should definitely question me. This is not one of them. Oh, sweet Nosafet. You see a faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvalsland means whale fjord in Arden. Interesting. Kim, I think there's something about this container. You do? I don't. But why not? There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? It was hanging from the crane. You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with the cargo container. We're not here to interact with containers. We're here to get the body down from the tree. Knock on the door. Open the door. Huh. Sorry, Kim. Not sorry. No. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Well, the strike is on. It'd be no good to move things with the strike on. One says vermilion. Yep. These belts were definitely used. Give me that pry bar. If you see something you can't open, you need to equip a pry bar to open it. Ugh. Yoink! FALN Ultra Series gloves. Apparently they make us scarier? Weird. Well, they're mine now. Later! Ooh. Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Anything in the drinks? More spur change. Huh. Banner sags under the weight of the rain and snow. White waves on red.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick it's impossible not to be noticed he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Mundi.
Container, container, used to be Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everett.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work he doesn't notice you. Do not interrupt the little man in his joyous activity. Oh, wait, never mind.
Container, container.
Howdy.
Everett, Everett, Everett. He looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What's it with you people in scabs?
I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know. And folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you doing with those containers? Oh, I'm just making some covers for them, containers here. So, yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. Look at the mountains of containers rising behind him. That's a bunch of bullpucky. Nah, I'm too fucking stupid. Wow, red is so much prettier than that drab old green. Sure is, mister, sure is. Really livens up the place. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I hate to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they're replacing the company livery with union livery, which means the strike isn't going to stop anytime soon. Where is everyone? The harbor's empty. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on strike. Whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. We haven't worked for 2 months now, so no one is working. Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everart's in his office, where he always is, and Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble, and Everett sent them on a nice vacation for a week or so. He stops, but he seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble does friends get into? Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred trouble up in town, probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. What did they actually do? I guess the boys got a bit rowdy. I had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. Haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school. Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hardies. Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better go with the flow. Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into. I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me, you see. I had a bit of a temper back in the day, flew off the handle like nobody's business, but Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches in his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after that. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are really nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here. Do you work here? Yes, everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick, but everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man, and Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right hand is when Mr. Everett's away. Actually, Miss Buford is the right-hand man, but she's a lady. Who is this Miss Buford? Really pretty lady with a skin that like those dew and sugar candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are really nice to suckle on once the dinner is done, and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and yes, I'm always keeping things running. Yes. Miss Buford? Oh, Lizzie! She's a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. He respects the word, that's obvious. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up this here neighborhood. Everyone knows. Gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has. He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly behind his blue eyes. So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Buford. Interesting. Well, I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo. Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. What's in the container over there? Oh, that one? Well, that should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. Told you? Told you. I know the leader from the, yeah. Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow. He is Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They live their entire lives in this here neighborhood. He coughs and continues immediately. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are really good guys. Make Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys. Easy now there. I just want to know where I can find him. Oh, he's where he's always is, his office. He points to the 2 joint containers right behind you. Okay. Alright, time to internalize an idea. Some kind of superstar. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all of this you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day in the future. Cops will be like astrophysicists or prime ministers or prophets, and you're the first one. Minus 1 logic, but the learning cap for visual calculus, suggestion, electrochemistry, and composure have all been raised to 6. A small price to pay for being a superstar. You can spend and level up to forget. I will not. Boom! Look at that shit. Look at that shit! That's too much visual calculus! Holy shit, my savoir-faire is 0? What the fuck? Oh, right, my fucking shoes and pants lower my savoir-faire. Got it. So yeah, if I had succeeded on my logic roll, I would have realized what he's doing to the containers, changing the paint job on them. But I didn't, and Kim did. Nice work, Kim. The coffee in the giant thermos is still lukewarm. Next time, we will begin our chat with Mr. Everett. Oh, God. Let me put my other shirt on. Criminy. There we go. Much better. Much more official. Good night, everyone.